Good morning. How you guys doing? This is Eddie with Eclipse Rising Tarot. Back again, once again, making that trip to the damn hardware store. I always think this is a good time to make a video. Right now, right? Why not? Got to utilize every minute. Only got so much time on the earth. Sorry, I'm still working on my coffee, and it's still early. Did a couple videos. Feeling good? Yeah. Better days. Better days. All right. We have a parade here or something. Have like a carnival here in Fredericksburg, Texas this weekend, or a fair or some shit like that. I don't go to that kind of stuff. It's too much energies around. It's like I try not to go out in too many groups, big groups. Being a light worker and being an empath and all that, I can feel a lot of people's energy, and I'm like, oh damn, makes me want to go run, ball up in the corner and shit. The crap people put up with, man. Holy shit. Yeah, it is what it is. We all have our paths, you know. So I was just in this reading I did. What was it? Scorpio, I think. I have to keep saying this. I have to reinforce this. I can't keep saying this enough. That if you're dealing with somebody who's going through a tower moment, somebody who is going through judgment, for something that has to do with, you know, y'all's relationship. And I know it takes two to tango, and, you know, what was your part in it and all that. Yes, I understand all that. But at a certain point, we also understand that if things aren't serving us, and if things aren't going right, if things ain't being done for the right reasons, if you feel like you're off your path, and a lot of people don't really believe in all that, you do have a path that you're supposed to be on. You do have a purpose here. There's a reason for everything, for everybody to be here. A lot of people don't believe that. They just think it's just go to work and go home and eat, sleep, shit, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Repeat. I mean, yeah, I guess if that's what you want. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. However, why wouldn't you want to be able to experience and utilize this time here to learn, to grow? That's what we're here for. You know, a lot of people don't realize that. They think it's just a, you go to elementary, you go to middle school, you go to high school, you go to college, you get an education, you get a job, you work the job for freaking how many years, you retire, and then by the time you're ready to retire and enjoy your fruits of your labor, you're fucking about out of there. All kinds of health problems and shit if you're not taking care of yourself. A lot of people say, I'm good not taking care of myself. Hell, I don't want to be old. To each their own, right? Whatever. Look. We only have so much time here. Utilize it. Seatbelts pulling at me. Damn it. If everybody knew how to drive right, we wouldn't have to do that. Just kidding. Damn it, that really bugs me. So knowing this, that we don't have so much time here, we need to utilize the time. Like I said, it's your choice to do whatever you want to do. For you guys who would like to utilize this time and learn some things and enjoy life, we just need to use discernment with people, right? People hurt us, people do this, people do that. We know they're not changing. A lot of people give them chances. Scorpio reading I just did, for somebody, whoever storyline that was, they give a person a lot of chances. And, you know, and they, of course, they had to kind of work their way out of the situation, because we're not all rich, and if we're, you know, financially binded with people, we have to kind of sort things out. Some people don't want to hear it, and they'll give you shit. So therefore, you kind of have to kind of like, I hate to say sneak away, but get away, you know? That's what some of them did. It happens. At least they got away. By going back to the situation with somebody, if you know they're not changed, if they haven't healed, done the put in the work to raise their vibration, because right now a lot of these people that you're dealing with are low vibrational, and you're trying to ascend, you're trying to climb out of that shit. Because when you're down there with them, you're with them. If you go back to help them, enable them, codependency shit. You can use any excuse you want to use. Say whatever you want to say. Well, I'm just trying to help them. And in reality, you may have a codependency issue. That's devil energy. And even if you didn't, even if you were just trying to help them, you're enabling them to continue to do these type of things, not only to you, but to enable them to do it to somebody else. And that's an injustice. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you would be judged for that. And the tower moment they're going through, you will too. Let them go through it. It's not a bad thing. They're not, it's not punishment. It's them learning to raise their vibration and get out of that kind of way of thinking. You got to love each other, not hurt each other. And and a lot of them they're just not going to get it. So this has to happen. They got to sort this out with the universe, with spirit guides, with their ancestors, with God, and they have to go through it. Just step aside, man. Just let it happen. After they've gone through that, and if you see them and if they've kind of changed, if you see that they're doing things differently in their life, at that point in time, you can make the decision to go back. This is why it's important for you to go within. Meditation's a good thing. It doesn't have to be sitting in the lotus position and all that. Be meditating while you're sweeping the floor, for Christ's sakes. Like when I go hiking, when I go kayaking, that's my time. That's my time. And I utilize that time for that. And so everybody's different, right? But I'm just trying to tell you, meditation doesn't have to be lotus position, no. That's another form, and that may be for some more experienced, meditators. That's fine. Now Osho, I listen to Osho. He's cool. He's really, really tapped in, and he states that meditation is for people that are like, it's like an ailment, like you're sick, so you have to tap in to realign, and that's what that's doing. It doesn't mean you have to meditate for the rest of your life. That means you're just trying to recenter. You know what I mean? Get recentered, because we get off our path. We lose, that's what that means. So we use meditation to recenter, and I use it too. I'm not perfect. I'm growing, and there's never going to be an end to that growth, So that's what that's for. A lot of people, I close my eyes, nothing happening. There's a way to do it. I mean, maybe I'll do a video on that, and how I started doing it. Using breathing exercises. Counting down and holding, releasing, and there's certain ways in that kind of. Well, all that does is just meditation is when you're like sweeping the floor or hiking. It's basically you're taking your mind off of things and you're focusing. When you start focusing on that, it takes your mind off of all this around you. This is what you're trying to block out for a minute. So when you start focusing on your breath, breathe in, hold for 5 seconds, count down, 5, release, hold, and then 5, and then move it up. As you're doing that, you'll start, all this around you will disappear with your eyes closed. You're not thinking about that. All the troubles. All the things that when you wake up in the morning, they all flood in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When you're waking up, that's where you get grouchy, fuck, and all that. Yeah, because everything's flooding back in. All this third dimension Maya bullshit starts flooding back in. It's not all bullshit. I'm just saying that. A lot of people are like, I fucking hate life. Dude, it's your life, brother. You're making it your own way. Sister, whatever. That's what you're doing. It's just a projection of what's inside of you. But why can't I control everybody? You're not meant to control other people. They got to control their own shit. We all have free will. It's your free will and how you deal with it. It's your free will and how you go about your daily life and how you deal with people and how they deal with you. That's your responsibility. What they do is their responsibility. If they're fucking up and you try to go in there, if you're truly trying to help them, yet they continue doing the same thing and you keep enabling them, now you're just as guilty as they are. And that's all I'm saying about when it comes to your ex. If they're not doing the right things, if they're not changing, and you keep going back over there, you keep, the universe is going to keep throwing you back in that hamster wheel if you like. And you're like, but they change, and you're like, a few spins around. Next thing you know, you look over there, laid back, chill. You're holding it up again. Got your fingers plugging all the holes in the boat, trying to keep it afloat, type of shit. And all you're doing is hurting yourself, and you're off your path now because you're trying to help them when they need to help themselves. And when you're doing that, that's an injustice. When you're doing that, if they do decide, even though you're helping them, they say, they keep fucking around and they move on to the next person, they'll do it to them too. By you enabling them, you kind of, putting the match in their hand and there's the gas on the, you know what I'm saying? Be careful. But that, I gotta go in here. I gotta reinforce that, man. This is so important. A lot of people don't understand it. It's a very easy concept to grasp. Just know this to be true. But that is the eclipse. Eddie with the Eclipse Rising Tarot. I'm still waking up. Like and subscribe, smash that like button, share with your friends. I appreciate all your subscriptions, guys. You are thebomb.com. You guys are awesome. I'm growing this channel. I want to go a lot deeper in. I got a lot of fucking ideas, man. I got a lot of ideas. I want to help you people. And I help myself by doing that. It's a beautiful thing. Loving you. I love myself. I love you. We all love each other. We're all one, man. Get grounded too. That's another thing. 30 minutes a day. Take your shoes off and go walk around in the yard. If you don't have a yard, just sit on a chair and put your feet on the ground for 30 minutes. Get grounded with Mother Earth, with Gaia. Trust me. That's where you came from. You have a blessed day. Love and light.